Today on the channel, we got a crossover event of a lifetime with Shredder, aka Roman Reigns, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles WWE Target exclusive.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got Roman Reigns, aka Shredder. But for all your Roman Reigns Shredder needs, better head to Target. But for all your wrestling needs, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this is a very interesting line hitting Target stores right now, as we've had a lot of different crossovers, especially with the Mattel Elite brand. We've had the Hollywood crossover. We had the Ghostbusters crossover, and probably some more I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But this one probably speaks to a lot more people as a whole, as I like Ghostbusters, but I think Ninja Turtles a heck of a lot more popular than Ghostbusters are. And we could see a possible Ninja Turtle fan base getting into these that don't collect wrestling. Maybe wrestling fans that don't collect Turtle stuff buying these, or maybe people just passing. We'll see what ends up happening there at the retail pegs. But this is an interesting one, and whenever we see crossovers, and we've seen a lot of Turtle crossovers, let's be honest there's been a ton, including WWE crossovers the other direction with wrestlers looking like the Turtles in the Playmates line. This time, the script's been flipped a little bit, and we're getting the Turtles personas over on the Mattel Elite figures, and me personally, I prefer this idea to the others. Sometimes the crossovers work really, really good. I always think of the WWE Masters of the Universe line. That was a lot of fun. That worked really good. Turtles and Grayskull have some high spots, but a little bit of a rougher road than some. And I don't like all the figures like the Masters of the Universe one. I liked almost every single figure. The Turtles and Grayskull, there's some ups and downs over there, and I'm interested to see what happens with the Lion-O and the Thundercats boys, and girls, coming over to the Masters of the Universe side later on in 2025. We'll see what happens with that. But this one is very interesting. And I think, once again, we see some figures that are maybe looking a bit better than others. This Roman does look pretty cool. Now, Roman, a crossover with Shredder. Of course, we all know Shredder, the evil bad guy, the Turtles' biggest villain. Of course, Roman Reigns, when this was conceived, the biggest bad guy in WWE TV. So it does make a lot of sense. The two top characters, and there you have it. And that's what we get with this Roman Reigns right here. And I guess we're going to dive in. And I want to go over the packaging, because I think part of the charm of this one is the packaging. Of course, we know there's a lot of mint-on-card collectors. There's a lot of loose collectors. But the packaging is crucial to someone like me. I love the whole process. I love the packaging. And this packaging is pretty amazing. Instead of the normal glamour shot we would get of course, regular Roman Reigns, you get a cartoon version of him as Shredder. You get the bubble window box right there, of course, like we're used to. Very Elite-style packaging, different colors, all that, but it is the same size packaging for those keeping track at home. Classic Turtles logo down here, you gotta have that. It's about branding at the end of the day. We know how that works. WWE logo, same thing. You gotta have that branding there. It does say Roman Reigns here, so it doesn't say Shredder, Roman Reigns, anything like that, but we can see the little combo going on. One thing I thought was extra cool on the packaging right here is at the top, you get that manhole cover. Of course, we usually have that to let the light in on the package. They have just that little bit of cover. It looks like somebody's going to peek out of there. I thought that was very, very cool. Of course, the Elite logo up there, WWE logo. 8 and up on this one, Mark Summers. Put that in your notebook that these Turtle ones, 8 and up. So you know what to do with those 7-year-olds. Yes, make them do the physical challenge in the other room, please. But there we go, got that going on. Little animation over here once again. Turtles, Nickelodeon, Elite, just playing all the hits over there on the logos. Certified authentic, of course. No bootleg merchandise right here. Elite logo, Roman Reigns once again. No Shredder on there. And then on the back, very, very cool. You got the whole crew. Of course, this is Series 1 with Shredder. Series 2 coming later this fall. We'll stay tuned to that. Of course, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo and Donatello. We will be unboxing those in a separate video. Stay tuned, subscribe, check that one out, of course. Then we got Seth Rollins, and we got Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio coming in the next series, so keep track of that. A little cross-sell without being a cross-sell back here, turtle logo, all that. And then we got War and Peace down here. Let's see what it says. On the eve of WrestleMania. It's a lot like Christmas Eve. You're excited for Santa, all that kind of stuff. An experiment gone wrong switches the minds of Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael with WWE superstars Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Seth freaking Rollins. Of course, that's what his mom calls him these days. Meanwhile, Casey Jones learns he's in the main event as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns. So we're going back to WrestleMania 39, which I was in the house for. You guys remember that. But it says against Roman Reigns, who is now possessed by Shredder. Can the Turtles win this Radical Rumble before the shred of the table dominates WWE? Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on there, a lot to unpack with this whole crossover and all this craziness going on. Be a very cool video game. Of course, good friend of the channel, Jeff George, and I, we did beat the arcade 1-up. There's 2 Turtle games in that. We beat both of those in one sitting. It was quite the feat. Of course, Guinness people were not there. We said we'll do it again for them if they want to come watch. We beat those back to back. It was quite the testament. Be very cool to get an arcade 1-up, like a side-scrolling game like the old school Turtles game, but with these characters as the Turtle. That would be kind of fun. I don't think that's going to happen, no. But a boy can dream. A boy can dream, of course. What do we got going on back here? Let's see. See you later. Goodbye. It's just like a little bit of a door going on. It's the old door. There it is. See you later. Why not? Okay. Now we're getting out of the old plastic prison. I see something right away I love. We'll dive into it here. But of course, get extra hands with Roman. Of course, a lot of reuse with this, as you can imagine, with the elite bodies and what we've had over the years. However, there's going to be some changes. Going to be some different things going on, including some twist ties. Got to keep Todd McFarlane happy, even though this isn't your company, Todd. I know you love a twist tie. When everybody has a twist tie, Todd gets all excited. Oh, look at those twist ties, is what he says. There it is. Uh-oh. Locked in. Roman's locked in good. There it is right there. Losing stuff left and right. What are we doing? See you later. Goodbye. All right. Let's get down to business. Definitely not monkey business. Definitely Shredder Roman Reigns business is what we got going on today here. Let's start with these hand accessories. 2 fists of Roman Fury right out of the package, of course. We do get 2 finger-pointing hands. He's going to say, what you going to do, Turtles? When old Roman Shredder runs wild on you, got those going on. Of course, one hand, the right hand gloved in all these hands. 2 gripping hands over here. We can grip it, rip it, do whatever needs to be done. I feel like he needs to have a pointing hand, though. He's Shredder. He's going to tell these guys what's going on. Getting a little bit more reuse right here. Of course, head of the table, as we do know, all in red. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. They're getting a lot of use out of that accessory, as we do know. Diving in a little bit more here, we got a little rubber band around the head here to keep that mask on. That's an interesting move. Dare I say a power rubber band move, of course, as most do know. Now, we do get this. This is what I was excited for. We get a little bit of a cape action here. And you know me, I love a good cape. And we don't get enough wrestling capes. I think the last cape we got, correct me if I'm wrong, it could have been the Ultimate Kane back in the day. But we do get a little cape action right here with a little bit of gauntlets on the side. You got the big spikes like Shredder would have. Nice movability in the plastic here, and they do just stick onto the shoulders, onto the back. Of course, you got the Roman logo on the back as well. Beautiful, nice black cape. You can kind of see through that cape, but it is a nice cape, all things considered. I'm a sucker for a cape, just like my boy Lando Calrissian, of course, as we do know. Another accessory we got going on, you know, Roman and his gauntlets on his arm. He's got a big knife on the side here, and a very rubbery knife. Nobody's going to poke anybody. Mark, you're not going to be able to grab this and stick this in Todd McFarlane's ear when you're getting sick of him. You're not going to be able to do any of that. It's pretty rubbery going on. There's nothing going on. You can maybe do your hair with it a little bit if you wanted to. But we do got that in red, nice rubbery feel too, but it does match with the figure. Now, diving into this figure, I guess we'll start with the head before we get too far into it. He does got the Shredder mask going on, and it is removable. This comes right off if you want to. A very good Roman head under here. I like the big kind of sly mouth. Got one of those going on. Like, he's a little perturbed. Like, he's just like, is this it? This is all you got? It's kind of look like that. Got the beard going on. You got the long black hair flowing. You got the black caterpillar eyebrows going there as well. 2 eyes, a mouth, a nose, 2 ears. Guess what? Those human hits getting played right here is what they're doing. But I do like the addition of a tattoo. I think face paint. I'm going to say face paint. Got the little logo over the eye. He should incorporate that in his daily business, I think. Got that going on, of course. But it is Roman. Somebody hands you this. You know it's Roman. Of course, head. Let's see. Yep, head you can take off, of course, so it is like a modern Elite we get right now. You can move the pieces around on the head and stuff, switch them around if you want to. And I can see some people using customizers. Maybe they're not in the Turtles. They could play a little bit of this game if they wanted to. Of course, you got the Roman tattoos. We're used to that. Talked about the big weapon on the side, but you got the red gauntlet over here, black gauntlet on this side. Talked about the Fists of Fury. He does got a little skirt going on here. I'm here for that as well. Red and black attack looking very nice here. It is removable, so you can unplug it right here. One of those things you hate to unplug because it never goes back in the right way. But he does got that going on. Does look good. The bottom half here, very Roman Reigns, of course. The black pants on, down to the red boots. Red shoes, red boots, whatever you want. Roman logos on the boots as well, but does look very, very nice. I am here for that. And it looks like he's a little bit of an ultimate here as we walk through the articulation. We got the toe articulation, like young Todd McFarlane. What do you think about that, Todd? Oh, Todd wiggling those toes with pride. He feels like he made a difference out there. But we do got toe articulation on this one, plus the regular ankle articulation up and down, a little bit of side to side. Boot cut, of course. Double jointed pinned knees. For those keeping track at home, there's pins in these knees. Do get the thigh cut. Do get the leg that goes up. Waist articulation. Ab crunch. Of course, head removable, back forth, side to side. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinless elbows. You know we're here for that. And then you do got the hands back and forth, side to side. Looking pretty good right there. And I assume he's going to fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? And he does. Oh, what? Hold on. Hold the phone. There we go. He does fit on a ringside stand. We talked about this mask coming off. Didn't really talk much about it. Very mechanical looking. Almost like a mouser's mouth, too, is what it looks like to me here. But it is pretty cool. It does give him that Shredder vibe, of course, which you need with a guy like Roman. You got to have that Shredder vibe. It looks really cool as is, but I think once you put the big old cape on the back there and you just get him all ready to go, I think you're going to be really liking this Roman, especially if you're a Turtle fan. I feel like if you're a fan of the Turtles and WWE, you're going to appreciate this set a little bit more than somebody that's just a fan of either of them, and definitely one that's not a fan of either at all. You're not going to like this. But if you're a fan of the Turtles and WWE, this is definitely for you. And if you're a fan of just WWE or just Turtles, it could be. It could be a stepping stone into another property, and you got to think marketing at the end of the day. What if, of course, Mattel brings a Turtle fan that doesn't collect wrestling into this line, and they say, boy, these wrestling figures aren't so bad. I'm going to start collecting. Man, that pays off all day long and twice on Sunday. Same thing the reverse way. So I understand why they do this. We're going to see crossovers in the future from other toy lines as well. That's just the way it does go. It's all about getting that money at the end of the day, and all these companies want every dollar and every penny out of your wallet if they can get it. You always got to remember that, and this is another way they can do that. And I think it worked okay. It got my money, after all, these hitting Target stores right now. So there it is, Shredder, Roman Reigns. Like I said, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. We'll unbox those in a separate video. Make sure you check that out, of course. But there it is, Roman Reigns. What are your thoughts? Is this a pickup, a pass, a long game? Not the no game. Is it the no game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We're going to have even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Check it out. Link in the description below. PressingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Shredder Roman Reigns, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.